Hello everyone, welcome back to Kolorotai Tarot. For those of you who are returning and for those of you who are new viewers, welcome. So what I have here is 3 piles and I will be doing a monthly pick-a-card reading for the remainder of August 2021 for the zodiac sign of Scorpio. Okay, so we have 3 piles. Okay, the very first one is this garnet. The second pile is Christ of Praise. The third pile is Amazonite. Okay, so take your pick, whichever one resonates with you, and once you select or have made your selection, I will have timestamps down below so that you can skip ahead to the chapters, and I will see you at your pile. Hello, for those of you who have selected pile 1, you are at the right pile. You have selected this garnet, okay, this beautiful, beautiful garnet. I'm going to set it up there. So before me, you see 4 piles, and each of the piles are of different aspects of your life, okay, that we will be touching base on, starting with the career and finance, followed by love, health, and spirituality. That will be talking about where you are in your spiritual journey as of August of 2021. All right, so let me move this up here. Now for each pile, I have the Moonology Oracle deck that will serve as a general theme to each of the sectors, followed by these 3 tarot cards that will be clarifiers and giving us more specific details into the general theme of it all. Okay, so when it comes to your career and finance, we have Be Bold and Make the First Move, Cardinal Moon. So there's nothing more straightforward than that. There's nothing more that I can say. I mean, I guess the card really says it all. It's the universe, the spirit is urging you to make that first initial step. Okay, and if you're the type of person to be waiting for opportunities to come and land on your lap, in this instance, Spirit is asking for you to create your own opportunities, okay? Carve your own doors. If, let's say, if you want a particular job, you take the initiative and go get the application, or go to their official website and apply on their website for the job, okay? Write up, make sure to refurbish your resume, cover letter, and have friends, family, people who you have around you to review it, and also to edit it if there's any form of typos or anything. You know, they even have services, you know, that will help with writing resume, drafting up resumes and cover letters, which you can pay to utilize their service as well. So yeah, just do whatever you need to on your part, you know, to get the balls rolling here with this. When it comes to your career and finance, I feel that perhaps some of you may be too lax and too lax and procrastinate. Okay, when it comes to this, there might be some fears that are holding you back, of like not being good enough, or just a feeling of some form of anxiety when it comes to job search and finding a job that will suit your personality or things that you enjoy doing, okay, when it comes to career. So yeah, and just get the ball rolling, move. And we have here the Chariot as the first card. Again, the Chariot is all about movement. You know, whether it's like physically moving or mentally moving into a different space, all right, energetically. I feel for some of you, you may like take the bold move as far as like moving to a different state or to a different town, to where you're by yourself, okay, you don't know anyone, kind of like leaving your friends and family behind in your old small town, all right, for the bigger city, like the Big Apples, that's New York City and things like that. But you know, because of the type of job that you want to pursue, I hear business, perhaps it's something along the line of business. Um, so yeah, some of you may be like physically moving to a different city altogether, you know, to start a new life, start a new, um, you know, to start your new job, your new endeavor, your new adventure on your own, to build and achieve your goal that you want. With this Two of Wands, yes, and the globe, perhaps, yeah. I think a lot of you, or some of you, not a lot, some of you could very well be contemplating or is in the process of considering moving to a different place, a different town, and also acquiring new skills as well with this Two of Wands. You know, you're doing your research, your preparation, you're taking courses, or you have already taken courses and you've passed. All right, those were the initial steps that you took towards this goal here. Or if you have not done so already, for those of you who are still like lax about it and are still not being able to make that decision yet, Spirit is urging you to make the first move, okay? And you don't have to be bold as to like move to a different town or city or state, but you know, just to take that initial step towards what it is that you want to do when it comes to your career path. Okay, so whatever it is that you choose to do or choose to get yourself into, so long as you get the ball moving, you know, you will eventually come to this Three of Cups here and have something to celebrate about, you know, towards the end of August here. Perhaps maybe if, for instance, if you are to apply for a job and you would get the job, you know, and you would hear about it or receive messages from HR that you've been hired, and you know, you can look forward to that, and that is the Three of Cups. But if you don't choose to do anything and just to stay in your comfort zone, nothing will come of this situation here that we see before us, because rewards only come to those who put in effort and to those who work towards their goal. If you choose not to work towards your goal, then you can't be expecting this Three of Cups here. All right, but with the message of this card and this general theme, if you do, then you will be successful in your career for this very beginning, okay? I feel like this is something new. This is something that is just like, you know, you've been contemplating about, considering for a long time, but still is not 100% sure for whatever reason. It could be anxiety, it could be fears, it could just be fear of disappointment, fear of the unknown, fear of coming out from your comfort zone. But for those of you who I see here that's going to be making the bold move and, you know, doing your part in acquiring this position, you will have success, you will be hired, and you will start a new life in a new town or in a new energetic space, okay, that is going to bring about this Three of Cups celebration. And you may very well build a whole new community of friends and people that you know in this new town of yours, and also the new workplace, okay? So yeah, there's a lot of, I see a lot of group, a lot of crowds, people just surrounded and celebrating, and you know, having kind of like that potluck image going on here that I see. So yeah, moving on to love. When it comes to your love sector, it says the energy is gaining momentum with the waxing moon. Waxing moon. Okay. So with this one, I feel it just goes back again with like distance, because there's this gap between this bird right here and then the two. It's kind of like way behind here. So it's kind of giving me the impression that this bird that's flying way ahead of the two is you, okay? So there will be some form of a distance, okay, between you and your person, or you and your family and loved ones, as I said here, for those of you who are in the process of moving to a different state or city because you have been hired for a new job that is out of your town or state. Okay, so you would be moving away. And so in terms of your love relationships, it could be then turned into like a long distance relationship. If, let's say, for instance, if you haven't been married or just is dating or haven't been together for a long time, and then your person could be hesitant to go along with you for whatever reasons. It could be that he has his roots where you guys are at right now in your hometown, and he just doesn't want to leave there. Okay, he doesn't want to leave his family. He doesn't want to go to this new city or town or state for whatever reasons. He doesn't like the weather. Who knows, right? And so I see here that you will be leaving someone behind. Okay, you will be going forward towards your dream, and you will be leaving someone behind when it comes to your love sector. I feel very much because there's going to be movement. There will be like some form of a distance here when it comes to your love relationships. And with the Queen of Swords, I feel that this is your energy with the Queen of Swords. I feel that during the remainder of August, you will be quite expressive in how you feel and very articulate of what it is that you want and expect or are looking for in the relationship. Okay. I feel like you want to make things work, but because how I know, like, you can kind of see the image here, but from my angle here, this is what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing that, it looks like this, where the Queen of Swords is looking in his directions, but if you look at his facial expression, he's kind of like avoiding, ignoring, and really, like there's sadness of emotions in the eyes of the illustrations I see, but it's just like there's this heaviness as well. Okay, like you want one thing, the other person wants something else. Okay, it's like what your wants and needs doesn't really match up in terms of where you should reside. Okay, so you may want him to come along with you, but he's like kind of hesitant or doesn't want to. Okay, he doesn't want to go along with you. Or for some who's not like in this situation where you have to leave out of town or someplace, but when it comes to your love relationships, I feel that there may be some form of like disagreements that you don't necessarily see eye to eye with here. Okay, so moving on. So with this Two of Pentacles, I feel like you're trying to balance yourself in the way you communicate. Okay, balance your emotions out within you when it comes to having this conversation and being open to your person. Okay, with this Two of Pentacles here, you're trying to balance your emotions from within so that when you do speak and express yourself to him, it's clear, okay, and it's straight to the point, and there's no room for misunderstanding in any way. That's the feeling that I have. You're very straightforward energy. And now with this King of Swords here in reverse, I feel that this is your person's energy, where he's more like emotional, and not only that, but like very his way, my way, or the highway. Okay, it's all about him. In the past, I feel like there's maybe you're doing the best that you can to try to be or come from a point of understanding to understand his emotions and his situations, but then when it comes to your turn, he doesn't really reciprocate that, and it's all about what he wants. He's tunnel visioning. He doesn't really see things from your perspective or even give you a chance. This King of Swords energy right here comes out very obstinate to me, and I feel like with this Two of Pentacles right in between the Queen of Swords and King of Swords, it's very like you're trying to balance out the situation for for both parties so that it works out for the both of you. And for some, it could be that you are married. Okay, this is your husband and this is you, since the queen and king are like couples in the suit. All right. And when it comes to your career, I feel like it's strongly tied to trying to make things work within your family, okay, within your marriage. All right. Perhaps you have to choose between your dream job, which you have to move away to this new state or place, and you have to make a choice of your husband, because your husband could be working at this job that he's been working at for like over 10-20 years, and he just is comfortable with that and he doesn't want to move. And so there's like this this argument that ensues, and you guys are not like seeing eye to eye. You try to reason with him, but he's ignoring you, he's avoiding the conversation, and every time you get into it, it always ends up in an argument. All right, that's the energy that I get here. And then as far as in terms of your health, it says believe in the impossible with the blue moon. Health-wise, I feel like you have some form of a strain or stress or tension, okay, within your body, especially the neck and the back and the shoulders. All right. You have to keep a lot in. I feel here the energy that I'm sensing, in terms of trying to keep the peace. Okay, I feel like you're the peacemaker, and everything within the household, you do a lot, but at the same time, it's like he is the one to call the shots, and you just kind of have to follow suit, that type of stuff. And sometimes you do interject and insert your opinion and be assertive with him, but I guess the energy that I'm getting here is that whether you're married or in a relationship with this person, when you first started out, you didn't really establish boundaries with them, and so they kind of pretty much are spoiled already. They're kind of used to having you doing everything with them and going along with whatever they say, so now they're spoiled, and it's kind of hard for them to backpedal and be open to your opinions or your viewpoints, okay, especially when it comes to your wants and needs, because they're so stuck in their ways and they're fixed. This person of yours could be an Aquarius or fixed signs, okay, could be a Taurus or a Scorpio, or they could have those signs within their natal chart. And so this type of a relationship dynamic within the family is causing you a lot of tension, a lot of stress. And even though it might seem to be like, oh, it's nothing, it's just how it is, it's everyday life for you and it's the norm, you're used to it, but after a while, after all those years and times you have to deal with that, it builds up. And so I feel like a lot of you may have some chronic aches and pains in your body, okay, particularly at the lower back or upper back, along the back side here. And sometimes you just don't understand, like, where is it coming from, or what's the cause of it. Because you're so used to the stress, and that sometimes it manifests itself in physical form, and you're just like, maybe it's just old age, I'm getting old, or I haven't exercised in a long while, and perhaps, it's catching up to me. But a lot of it has to do with stress within your relationship. With this temperance, I noticed here with the cup, it's pouring in the eye. If you notice eye, if I bring it up close, the eye and the pupil, you can see the eye is tracking the red wine that is dropping into this cup, okay? It's like looking up towards the cup above, and the cup is being poured into this other cup that's down below it, which, if you kind of, see it from my point of view, it's something like this, where the queen of Swords is at the top, and let's suppose, right, symbolic, the cup is symbolic. This cup that is pouring into this other cup this is you, this is the Queen of Swords, and then this bottom cup is the King of Swords in reverse. You see that as the arrangements and the orders in which how, yeah, so it's like what the energy that I get from that is like you're pouring into this person's cup, into your person's cup, into your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend's cup, okay? But they're not pouring into your cup here with Temperance, all right? And it's gotten to the point where, you know, it's like you just have to either put up with it, okay, or leave. I feel like that's the only option right as far as right now, because I feel like this, you know, even from this face here, like she seems fed up with it. Like there's no emotions. Yeah, there's some sadness that I see in her eyes, okay, but at the same time it's like tired, exhausted, and really there's no life, there's no spunk, there's nothing there, you know. She just has this expression of so sick of it all, like I'm just done, you know, I just want this to be done. And so I have the feeling that this energy will creep up, okay, soon, and it's going to cause a stir in your relationship, despite the fact that there really isn't no tower moment here. But I kind of feel that there will be some form of like a tower moment for you, in terms of having you to rethink and reconsider some things within the relationship, okay? And perhaps the two of you can come face to face and openly express your feelings, okay? In a healthy way. And here the Hanged Man. With this Hanged Man, I feel like this person is you, or this Hanged Man could be a representative of a situation that's not going anywhere. It's just stale, stagnant, and you know, at the end, it's always going to end up with him winning, and things are not moving. There will be no changes, no progress, nothing, okay? And it's going to be stuck with you over here, just trying to balance it, like doing a balancing act with everything, and just putting on that happy facade, but really when you're not happy, okay? You're trying to make things work because you're in love with this person, okay? You love this person, you feel as though they are your divine counterpart, but sometimes you feel very, very sick of the situation that you're in when it comes to your love relationships. It's like you want to go off, venture off to do some things to nourish yourself and to move you forward, but yet this person is acting like a ball of chain tied to your ankle that's like holding you back or slowing you down here. All right, that's a very heavy energy that I'm getting here. And then this Ace of Wands, you want to start a new beginning, but there's a lot of but it seems like this person of yours, this King of Swords here, see how this is your energy. You're trying to work things out, making things happen, okay, for the both of you, so that you can both be happy and both be together. But this person is not having it. They're not hearing you out. They're turning their backs on you. It's like an avoidance personality type where they're going to ignore you until, because I mean, they already know the pattern in the past. Perhaps in the past you've been going through this motions, and then in the end you just give up and they just go back to being the same way that they have always been. And it's kind of that storyline playing out again here. Like you want a new beginning, you want a new start, you want to be happy. And I feel like with this Hanged Man, the expression on her face, she looks very serene and peaceful, okay? And I feel like this is you, like, happily waiting, or like just in this waiting mode, okay? Like you're waiting on this person to come through. But it just doesn't seem like nothing will change here, okay? When it comes to your health, take good care. Make sure to take good care of yourself, okay? And find ways to release those tensions and stress from the daily grind of life and what you have to deal with on top of your relationship, okay? And also when it comes to your career, I feel like you're very driven. You're a very driven person, and you have high hopes, high dreams, and a big goal that you want to achieve in this life when it comes to your career. And that, you know, it's like you have to make that choice, is what Spirit is saying, you know, because whatever opportunity that this is that is presented for you, it is not going to stick around for long. So you have to be bold and make the first move and actually make the decision, because with this Hanged Man, again, it just kind of reminds me of that Two of Swords, you know, like not making any decisions, and so you're stuck at a standstill. But in this case, she's like tied both hands and one of her foot and suspended in the air, and just really isn't going anywhere, but just dangling midair. And with the face, her face, I feel like perhaps maybe you're like in denial to some extent here with this situation. And so, yeah, it's just a lot to take in, okay? You have to put yourself first at the end of the day, because, and I can't be the person to be saying this because I don't really know your person, okay, and I don't want to fuel anything up, but at the end of the day, you have to love yourself enough to put yourself first. All right, so when it comes to your spirituality, where you are along in your spiritual journey here for the remainder of August into September 4th, the general theme is that nothing will come of this situation. So nothing will come of this situation, and that could be good or bad. I have mixed feelings when I read that. As I said first in the beginning, you know, like if you don't take actions, then you're not going to receive any of this, all right? If you don't take that action towards it. And that's where I feel nothing will come of this situation. And also, it also kind of ties in everything, really, like with this situation too, how, you know, he's not going to change. I mean, he's kind of ignoring you, avoiding you, and playing this mind game, okay? Trying to see who's going to be the last one being silent for longest, all right? And I have the sense of feeling that he's very stubborn, and he doesn't mind going on for days and not speaking, okay? Or if you do interact, it's like more surface level, and it's not about what's important, okay, or the underlying problem here. So in terms of your spiritual journey, if you don't make any moves, okay, going back to this, be bold and make the first move towards your dream and putting yourself or making yourself a priority and putting yourself first, then nothing will come of your situation for this remainder of August, okay? And then you're just going to be stuck in this limbo with the Hanged Man energy here of, you know, a feeling like you're afloat and feeling like not grounded or not having a sense of direction, and falling back to this sinking depression or like this mild depressive state of, is this all there is to my life, okay? And just be stuck wondering like, what if, okay, all those what ifs. It's time for you to leave the nest and fly, okay? And whoever it is that is not willing to be supportive and come along in your journey, I feel like this illustrations here with this bird just flew off all on its own by itself, okay, and leaving the two other behind because they're just like slow, okay, they're slow to move. So it's like, I gotta go, people. I gotta go start this new chapter of my life. Yeah. And with this theme here for health, it says to believe in the impossible. All right. Even though, you know, to look on the bright side, right? Despite the fact that what I've said about the energy of the King of Swords and, you know, giving you a hard time and being resistant towards the move or towards this change that's coming up in your life that is important to you, you just have to have faith in your spirit teams and your angels, okay, that this here can happen for you. But sometimes you would have to make that choice, okay? You would have to be decisive about what it is that you want in your life and go for it. And what no longer serves you, you just have to cut your losses, even if it means that it's this person that you find to be your divine counterpart, okay? And that you love dearly and that you don't want to leave behind. You want to bring them along, but they're just like a sinking weight on you. It's just dragging you down, pulling you down, drowning you in your own emotions and your sorrows, and just keeping you in your mind a lot. So it's very chaotic energy here, very heavy energy here, very intense. So yeah, with this 10 of Cups, I feel this is what you want, okay? With this person, you want this 10 of Cups, you want the happy homes, the happy family, the happy job. So yeah, I feel like this is what you want with this person. No. So yeah, it's Ace of Pentacles. You want the abundance, you want the financial securities with them. You want the financial security with this person. Sorry, I just keep having like this air bubble coming up. And with this 5 of Wands here, okay, there's like, again, a fighting, arguments ensuing over this new like career that you want to move towards. But it so happened to be that it's out of town, out of state, you know, far away from where you live, and you just kind of have to make that decisions. You know, is this your dream job versus your family, like, or your boyfriend, girlfriend, and having to make that decisions of actually moving away, you know, uprooting and starting over in a new state or a new town, a new city, with not knowing anyone. But with the energy here, I feel that nothing, I feel like some of you may just let this opportunity pass you by, okay? You're just going to be like, oh, forget it, and you're just going to choose your family, okay? And hence nothing will come of this situation, all right? And what stands out to me is this Hanged Man right here, you know, just being in one place, suspended. And also with this Ace of Wands, you know, you want to have this new beginning. You just want to start over and have this beautiful, loving relationship with this person and establish a home and a family and raise a family. And so it's kind of like, and another scenario came up too, that perhaps maybe this person wants you to be a stay-at-home mother, or, you know, while they be the breadwinner, okay? Maybe like you started talking, discussing about your career, finances, and stuff like that, and they're like, how about this, you know, to meet each other halfway. But you know, I kind of proposed that idea of like, you know, we can do this instead, you know, and I could be the one going out there and making the money, and then you could be a stay-at-home mother to take care of our children at home. All right, for those of you, if you're not yet having kids or planning on having kids with your significant other, okay, that may be one of an example that could have happened or come up, you know, in the remainder of August and into September 4th here. There's a lot of family dynamic switch up changes here that I'm also sensing. It could be for some of you, you may very well receive a new job, okay, or is hired for this new job that allows for you to work remotely at home. But despite the fact that you're working remotely at home, doesn't mean that you have free time, or it doesn't make it any different than if you were to leave your house and commute to work. But it's taking a lot of your time from what you normally do. Let's say if you are at home for, you know, a while, or like a year or two, taking care of your children or your kids if you have children, and they're so used with you doing everything at home, you know, keeping it nice and tidy and organized and structured. And now with this new change in routine and regiment, you don't really have that time to tidy up the house or cook and clean like you used to, and have everything prepared for them when they get home. And so there's like this argument, okay, and so it becomes like this imbalance in the responsibilities within the home and the relationship. And so I feel that's where this 5 of Wands come in. But unfortunately, I feel that this cycle will keep continuing itself unless you put the brakes on it and have a discussion about this, like a heart-to-heart discussion about this with the person. And then for some of you, you could be single, okay? You could be single, but this job of yours requires for you to move away from home. But you're, let's say, a caretaker for your elderly parents, okay? You have a big family that depends on you, and so if you leave, who's going to step up to the plate and take care of them? And so it's just that decision and the choice that you have to make, okay? And that's why it's a bold move that you have to make to get to this 3 of Cups energy here. But when I look over to the spirituality, your spiritual journey here, and the general theme of it being nothing will come of this situation. I feel that some of you may just settle, okay? I feel like you're just going to settle to be a housewife, or, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, if, you know, just to keep the peace, and also to, you know, it just seems like the best choice for you at this moment in time. So yeah, it's a lot of like different scenarios, energies and examples coming through here, but it all revolves around family and being away from family or your loved ones. And there's like a disagreement there, whether you're single or you're in a coupled relationship or married, have kids. In terms of your health, you know, you're in a pretty good space with that, okay? It's just minor like stress that you have to deal with, and be sure to decompress whenever you feel stress coming on. Okay, let's move on to Osho to see which sutra would suit your situation here and would help you to understand your situation better, and also, you know, to wrap up the energy of today's reading here. All right, Spirit Team, what is the sutra for pile 1? Sutra for pile 1. 1 card, please. One card and that flew out. All right. Okay. Happiness or sorrow, whatever befalls you, walk on untouched, unattached. This is the photograph for the sutra. On the back it says, if happiness comes, don't become too excited. If sorrow comes, don't become too depressed. Take things easily. Happiness and sorrow are separate from you. Remain unidentified, as if they are not happening to you, but happening to somebody else. Just try this small device. It is a valuable recipe, as if they are not happening to you, but to somebody else. Maybe to a character in a novel or in a movie, and you are just an onlooker. Yes, unhappiness is there, happiness is there, but it is there and you are here. Don't become identified. Don't say, I am unhappy. Simply say, I am the watcher. Unhappiness is there, happiness is there. I am simply the watcher. Get more and more rooted into watching. That's what Buddha calls vipassana, insight. Just see with inner eyes whatsoever happens and remain untouched and unattached. Okay, and that is your sutra. All right, for those of you who resonate with this message, please comment down below, and if it doesn't resonate in any way, shape, or form with your situations or circumstance, also comment down below. I would love to hear your stories and also how it does and does not resonate. And if you enjoy my work, if you find this entertaining, please click like, subscribe, comment down below, share my videos with others that might find this message helpful. And yeah, and I truly hope that you can utilize the advices and the messages that are coming through today to benefit and better improve your lives and the situations and circumstances that should arise these coming weeks and towards the end of August. And yeah, I hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello there, everyone who have selected pile 2. This is your pile for Chrysoprase. All right. I just love the color of Chrysoprase. It's just so beautiful here. Okay, let me put them right here where you can see it. So before me, you see 4 piles. Okay, off to my far left is the career and finance sector, the love sector, the health, and the spirituality, which we'll be talking about the spiritual journey that you are on for this remainder of August and into September 4th. All right, with that being said, I will be moving the rest up here, and then we're just going to go down the line here. And in each pile, there's a Moonology Oracle deck that I use for the general theme for each sector. In this case, this one is going to be about career and finance, followed by the tarot cards that will be the clarifiers and giving specifics and also details into the general theme for each sector as well. So with regards to career finance, it says balance spirituality and practicality. Okay, with this, I feel like a lot of you have been hoping and praying and meditating and doing a lot of those spiritual work. From the cards here, it's kind of straightforward, you know, in that, okay, maybe you're the type to be doing candle magics and spells and rituals, you know, trying to manifest your desires and writing down your hopes and your dreams and your wishes on paper in a diary or journal and just manifesting it that way, you know. And it's good that you've done a lot of those, you know, so that you could be sending messages to the universe so that they know and are aware of what you want and what your desires are. And now those work that you've done, that's one part of it. And now you have to focus on the more 3D practical logistic side of things, and not just the spiritual sides. All right, and you have to kind of balance the two. Not to say that now it's like all about the masculine energy of doing things and putting things into motions. Yes, that too, but also balance it. Okay, how I like to see it is that spirituality is like the feminine and practicality side of things is like the masculine energy. So kind of have that balance between the feminine energy and masculine energy within yourself, okay, and also within your surrounding environments as well. In the home, and yeah, in the home, in your surrounding, in the way you do things, balance your work life with your family life, with your love life. Make sure everything has a balance, because balance stands out to me here. Balance is very important. Consider, for example, the human body. If there is anything within the human body that is no longer in alignment, okay, let's say the body is no longer in equilibrium, right? That's when health conditions and disease and disorders starts to creep up and appear and manifest itself. And the same here when it comes to and this ties in with our health as well, okay? So if you are always on the go all the time, and you're negligent in taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, and be a parent to yourself and mother yourself here, your health it can take a toll on your health as well. But since it's in your financial and career sector here, Spirit is calling for you to take action, as well as doing your ritual and your spiritual work, okay? And that spiritual work is to energize you. It's the one way to unwind and decompress you, okay? To give you that balance whenever you should feel tired from expending all your energy into your work or your profession or your studies or your hobbies or your crafts, okay? Whatever it is that you're doing, that is going to bring an income to sustain you for the long run. Wheel of Fortune. And now with this Wheel of Fortune, when it comes to your career, perhaps some of you are still studying, okay? You're studying in the profession, in the career field that you want to get into after you are done with school. And then some of you may not be in school, but we also have, I feel like some of you may be the type to like to take education and learning and acquiring knowledge into your own hands, much rather than to go to like this institutionalized education, like schoolings and things like that. So I feel like a lot of you guys are self-starters and like self-learner. Is that even a thing? Like someone who has a lot of determination and motivation, like you self-motivate yourself to learn, to acquire new skills, to learn different trades, okay, so that you can have all these assets under your belt, and you're prepared to take on any job, okay, in any field, basically. I feel like you guys are like the jack of all trades, okay? Like you know a lot about different subjects because you like to learn and you like to read. That's what I get from this Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, and with this general theme when it comes to your career for this remainder of August, I feel that you guys will be having that balance, okay? You will be coming out from that hermit mode, as I like to say, even though there's no hermit card, but it's kind of giving me the feeling because of the bookworm energy here, okay? Like instead of being all in your head, in the 5th dimension, let's just say 5th dimension, you're going to kind of like come back down to earth to this 3rd dimension plane and put in the work and focus on the logistics of things, so that you can kind of put the brick and the mortar together to build this empire of yours, okay? All right, moving on to the next card. Okay, and here we see the Knight of Pentacles. With this Knight of Pentacles, whatever it is that you're getting yourself into, the professions that you're in, the job, the new job, I hear new hire, you could be starting a new job that could very much advance you, okay? There's room for advancements in this organization or company that you're currently working in or are hired to work in, right, at this time. And those of you, I feel you may be starting something that is going to allow for you to come into this Nine of Pentacles energy, where you're independent, a small business owner, I hear as well, okay? That's going to allow for you to be financially independent. all in all, make sure that you balance everything that you do. Regardless, balance is the key. Okay, balance is the key. With this Wheel of Fortune showing, like, yeah, the wheel is moving. It's going to be moving forward soon when it comes to your career and your finance. Yeah. And then here with the Nine of Swords, I'm so happy to see this in reverse, because it just means that you are no longer going to be in your mind, okay? You're going to release all of that concerns, worries, fears, whatever it is that is binding you or putting you in bondage and holding you back, okay? You're releasing all of that. You're coming out from all of that. As I was saying before, you're no longer going to be in that hermit mode and just thinking and reflecting and, you know, and I know it's like separate, but not really, because it's like when someone is in a hermit mode, it's more like they're reflecting because they have a lot of things going on in their mind about life. It could be good or bad, and you know, it's just very air energy, very mental energy in that respect here. And I see with this Nine of Swords that you're coming out from that. You're no longer going to be stuck in your mind, and you're actually going to put yourself out there and be a self-starter and take control of your dreams and your actions and go for what you want. That's the energy here when it comes to your career. It's kind of like this burst of this whole new energy that's coming through, that's going to give you a boost, okay, to make you feel hopeful again, to make you feel energized and enthusiastic about life again, about your career, and look from an optimistic standpoint. When it comes to love, this is the end of a cycle, and the end of a tough cycle is approaching, okay, with the full moon in Capricorn here. And I guess it also speaks for itself, you know, like whatever it is that you may have going on with your relationship, the disappointment of the past, the heartbreak of the past, all of that is going to be ending soon. That cycle is going to end, okay? With the full moon, it's all about a completion of a cycle, tying up loose ends. I see here a 9. Perhaps you guys are born on a day 9 or of a 9 life path, all right? So I feel like a lot of times in your life, it just feels like a new beginning comes and then goes just as quickly as it came in, all right? So it's a lot of new beginning, ending, new beginning, and the cycle starts over and over and over. And these cycle and these chapters are all journeys of your life that comes in to have you learn lessons so that you are ready for this so that you're ready for your life purpose, which I feel like is going to be huge, okay? You're someone that has a lot of potentials and gifts, okay, that you need to share with the world. And when it comes to love, you know, with this card, I feel that, okay, maybe good stuff is coming through here for you, right? Okay. King of Cups, you guys could be very unfortunate in love in the past, but because you have done the work, I feel like this King of Cups is your gift to the universe. I mean, your gift to the universe, your gift from the universe, okay? They're bringing you someone of a water sign. Could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, all right? And we have Pisces here, so it could be Pisces, all right? Or it, like you guys are Scorpios, could be Scorpios like yourselves, all right? But it could be a blend. Let's see, this person could be Capricorn moon, Pisces, Mars in Pisces, or Cancer in Mercury. You know, they might have those type of placements here. That's just the energy that I'm getting here from these cards. So this person is very organized, hardworking, structured. They're quite creative and intuitive as well as yourself. With Scorpios are also signs that are very highly intuitive as well, just as much as Pisces. They kind of like to dig deep into this subconscious and very observant of people, and also they have an eye for detecting subtle cues in a person's personality and actions and behaviors as well. So they're very good at detecting like the different subtleness and energy. I feel like you guys are mind readers. As I don't know, that just came through. But anyway, this King of Cups is coming through here for you, okay? And they're the gifts from the universe. This person, I feel the third eye is also open. Like they could be of a spiritual person as you are. Okay, they could very well be from a spiritual community as well. Okay, they could be practicing with crystals, Reikis, and doing tarot cards themselves, I feel here. All right. So when it comes to your love, it's calling for you to take a rest, okay? Now you have this gift coming towards you, okay? You just, Spirit has seen you go through the motions when it comes to your love relationships, and also your work that you have done on your heart chakra and unblocking those blockages. When it comes to your emotions as well as your throat chakras as well, I feel like you're someone who feel a lot. And because you feel a lot, sometimes it's kind of hard for you to put things into perspective or words even. You know, it's kind of hard to find words that that is equivalent to that of what you feel, because sometimes not all words can explain how we feel deeply inside, right? And so Spirit is aware, and the universe hears you, okay? Hears your cries and prayers, and you wishing for your divine counterpart. And so this person is the person that they're sending in, you know, and it's going to bring that, kind of wrap things up for you in terms of the old chapters when it comes to your love story. Okay, so this new love story is going to be more profound and more loving, caring, reciprocal of each other. It's going to be like an exchange of equal give and take here is what I'm sensing. So Spirit is calling for you to have rest, and this person could be traveling. They could be traveling to you, or you could be traveling to them, or you could be meeting, you know, when you go on a vacation or something like that. Because I see here, and this kind of reminds me of Manhattan for some reason. I don't know, it's just, maybe it's the skyscrapers and, you know, New York City and all that stuff. So yeah, I feel like before this person come through or presents themselves in person, you're going to be dreaming about them. You know, for some of you, you may have or probably already have dreamt of them already once or twice in your dreams, and you've probably have met in what you believe to be maybe like a fifth dimension, okay, what seems to be like an astral projections of some kind. And some of you could be like in your meditative state when you meditate or do your spiritual work, okay, where it takes you into the space of like a parallel reality of some kind. I don't know why that just popped out, but yeah, you may very well already have sensed this person's energy. And I feel like if once you encounter or meet with them, if you have already dreamt of them, you will already know what their energies are like. And so when you actually meet them in person, there's going to be this sense of familiarity, like I've met you before, I've seen you before. But there's kind of like this deja vu effect where you're like, I know I've seen you before, I know I've met you before, your energy feels very, very familiar to me, but I could have sworn I've never met you in my entire life. You know, that type of situation here. And we have the Lovers card. So this person could be your divine counterpart here coming through with the Lovers. Okay, and for those of you who are already in a coupled relationship, your relationship, whatever rough patches that you have gone through, or arguments that you have not been seeing eye to eye with, or even for some of you who are not in contact with this person or have not been communicating with your person for quite some time. Okay, there may be a separation. This cycle, the old cycle, is going to wrap up, and then this person is going to reach out to you and communicate their feelings towards you. Okay, and for those of you who are in a relationship, you will be in love, and more in love than ever, and you will take your relationship to a whole nother level in terms of like your understanding of each other, and having a healthy and working on a healthy open relationship, or healthy open communication. Okay, so that you can foster a healthy relationship that has equal give and take within your relationship here. All right, for those of you who are in a relationship, I feel like this is all going to be happening as we move along through the weeks towards the end of August. I feel like maybe the 4th week of August or something, and then well into September 4th here. That's the kind of energy that I'm picking up here. Moving on to health. As far as health goes, there's a new start that is coming. All right, a new start that is coming, and everything is good. The energy here when it comes to your career, love, fantastic. So, and also what it's saying here with the new start is coming with the new moon. It's a clean new slate, new chapter, as I said here, at the end of a tough cycle approaches. So this part right here, okay, is the end of a chapter of the old chapter, and so from here on out is about the new beginnings of this new love story that's going to be coming in over the horizon pretty soon for you guys who have selected pile 2. All right, in terms of your health, I feel like you guys are pretty good on top of everything, taking care of yourself, you know, you're nurturing yourself, and you're taking better care of yourself. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, you're coming into this energy of like wanting to take better care of your health, eating more healthy foods, drinking more water, and so exercising more for some of you. So that kind of helps alleviate some of the aches and pains and the lethargy, the tiredness that's kind of like slowing you down in the past. I feel all of that is going to be released, and new energy is going to come through, and you're going to feel like brand spanking new, you know, with this new start is coming. And not only is it a new start coming in terms of your health and how you take care of your health, but it's a new start for everything, okay, every aspect of your life. And justice, yeah, so you're going to be more in tune and focused on balancing yourself from within. And as I was saying before, with this feminine energy and the masculine energy, you're going to balance the scale within yourself here, okay, so that you can feel more energized and feel whole. Okay, that's all I'm getting, is like whole, like WHOLE, to like, I don't know, just to feel complete. Yes, that's the word, complete. To feel complete within yourself, within your body, and feeling comfortable within your body as well. I feel like some of you may be having some insecurities with regards to how you look, the way your bodies are, and I feel you guys, if you're on the thinner side, you may be self-conscious of your weight, you know. Some of you may view yourself as being too thin and you want to gain more weight, all right? And some of you may not have been endowed with, you know, big breasts or bottom, but, you know, you're going to feel more comfortable. You're going to come into that sense of accepting yourself for who you are and for what you have, and you're going to be appreciative of that, okay? And you have a very like beautiful face, beautiful framed face, natural beauty. I feel some of you might not even like to wear much makeup, but you don't need it. And I know some people, you just like to, and some of you don't need it, but you like to wear makeup. And I feel like, that's just all part of taking good care of yourself and making you feel feminine and beautiful. So why not? It doesn't hurt anyone, right? I mean, makeup is an art form in itself, because you see makeup artists doing all kinds of different looks and changing themselves into different characters or celebrities. And like during the Halloween times, sometimes you would see on TikTok, YouTubers, Instagrams, they would have like videos, tutorials of how to do certain makeup look to look like a skeleton, or look like a monster or a ghost or gremlin or ghoul or a zombie of some kind. So I feel like you guys are very talented in that as well, like a makeup artist here. All right, very artistic. Not necessarily have to be a makeup artist, but some of you may love to play with makeup and just kind of use your body as a canvas, for your art, and you yourself represent you as an art form. I mean, it's that type of energy here that I'm sensing. But yeah, overall, you are doing very well with taking care of your body and also taking care of your emotional, mental well-being as well. And I feel you guys are working on your communication and unblocking your throat chakras as well here, which is very good. So yeah, let's see. The Knight of Cups, and as I was saying here, you could, like for this remainder of August, are refocusing all of that love and attention into yourself with this Knight of Cups. That's what I get. And then another storylines too is that perhaps maybe you would have two suitors coming through, with the King of Cups, one that is more mature, and the other one is the Knight of Cups, could be of the same age or of a younger energy than you. All right, and you have like two suitors to choose from. But yeah. And Judgment. So as I was saying before, this is all a reward for you, a gift for you from the universe, okay? To reward you for your hard work and how you take care of yourself and how you pull through these obstacles and challenges of the Nine of Swords energy. You're able to come out of that, and you're able to push yourselves and start on this new passion project, or just get the ball moving when it comes to your career and finance, and are very responsible and proactive in taking yourself or holding yourself accountable for either for your success in life here, okay? Is what I'm getting. And the Judgment card here also is like along with the Justice, it's like you're a very observant person. That's what I'm getting here. You're very observant, and you know already what you need to work on within yourself, okay? You're not the type of person to be needing someone to tell you like, look, this is what you need to work on, this is your flaw, or this is what you lack in. You don't need other people to point out your flaws to you. I feel like you are the type to reflect. You like to go within yourself a lot, and you're also a very philosophical thinker too in that respect. And you kind of, whenever you're alone, I feel like you guys like to be alone with your own energies, because you, as I said before, is very sensitive, and you just feel a lot of emotions, and sometimes you just need to take a step back and just kind of dissect it all, and put words to your emotions. And so where your weaknesses lie and where your strengths lie, okay? And so you're always like proactively trying to improve yourself and be like the phoenix, and just like with every fall you rise up better and stronger, okay? And as I was saying, like it could be your life story, it could just be like a heavy roller coaster of ups and downs of new beginnings, endings, new beginning, endings, and it's just like a never-ending cycle, and you just sometimes feel like, I can't take this anymore, like when is my time going to come? And so yeah, I sense that you guys have this humanitarian side to you as well, where you like to help and you love animals. And Animals, you have this bond with animal. I see here now, like this hawk is surrendering, like bowing its head down to her. Like you have this connection with animals as well. Okay, animals, you have a kind soul, and animals can pick that up, and they just flock to you, and they're not afraid of you. You know, your energies and their energies kind of gel into one. Yeah, so that's the energy there. And believe in the impossible when it comes to your spirituality. Anything can happen, all right, with this blue moon. I don't know, I can't really seem to put my finger on this one, but this blue moon just jumped out at me. Like, it's once in a blue moon, something happened once in a long, long while, right? After several years or so, it just popped out. I feel like there will be some form of challenge, okay, a test, if you will, that will be coming up, that will challenge your faith and your commitment to your desires and your goals, I feel. But I'm not quite sure what that is exactly. But there will be something that just would be like a surprise of some kind. I feel it's like I'm hearing one last test before the old cycle wraps up. So yeah, let's see. Page of Pentacles. So it's something I feel, yes, it has to do with this new beginning here, right? And I'm very drawn to this eye. And again, there's like eye and this King of Cups here, but then this eye here, okay, the way it looks, okay, if you really stare at the eye there, it's just the energy of the eye, the way it looks. It is like the universe is keeping an eye on you type of stuff. You know, it's going to be a test. You know how like the energy that I'm getting from the eye is like when you're in a classroom and there's an assessment and you have your instructor or your teacher just walking around, just hovering everyone to make sure everyone is looking onto their papers and not cheating, right? That's the type of energy that I'm getting here with this Page of Pentacles. So whatever it is that you're doing with regards to your career, that is something new, okay, that is new of nature, that's just starting, there will be a challenge, a test in that's going to test your commitment and to see how well you hold your vision, and also yeah, how committed you are to that. Because what I see here in terms of your career, there will be a lot of abundance. Okay, there's a lot of energy of abundance here. But I see that it's something that's like new. Okay, something like a project, a new project. It could be within your workplace, a new policy, protocols, movements, departments. I don't really quite sure. I'm not really quite sure, but it's going to be some kind of a test here in your spiritual journey before the month of August wraps itself up, okay? And here we have the Three of Pentacles. So it's about working together, about partnership, about collaboration and community, friendship as well. Perhaps this test, this event or incident that's going to happen is going to be occurring in a setting where you have to take leadership, okay, where you're working with people to see how well you work with others and how well you take the lead to come into your North Node, okay? Even though there really isn't any North Node in here, but that's the energy that I'm getting here with this Three of Pentacles. or even like some kind of a promotion of sorts, okay? Like I said, with this Page of Pentacles, it could be you're starting something new, a new job, and then, you know, you end up having to work in groups, and because your supervisors, your management teams, they see how well you do and perform and lead, okay, you could earn yourself fast promotions, you know, with the belief in the impossible, you know, something that just happens out of the blue with the blue moon energy here. Like, kind of like anything can happen. Just believe that anything can happen. But yeah, it's a test. It's one more test that you have to jump over before the month ends. And then it leads into this September 4th. Ace of Swords. But by the end of the month, I feel that you will you will gain a sense of clarity into the situation and into, yeah, what is going on and how to go about that. So yeah, that is the energy for you guys for pile 2, my Scorpios, for those selected pile 2. Moving on to the Osho card here next. Let's see, what sutra does Spirit have in store for you to reflect upon with regards to your situation here, okay, and the messages. All right, let's see. Okay, Spirit team, what sutra? Just one, please. I need one, not two. I just like kind of messed up the arrangements here. One card, please. One card. What is the sutra for Scorpios who have selected pile 2? Let me try it this way. Just doesn't seem to. All right, we have mindful among the mindless, awake while others dream. Swift as the racehorse, he outstrips the field. And this is the photograph for the sutra. On the back, the explanation says, that is the difference between a Buddha and others. Others are only dreaming, not really living, hoping to live someday, preparing to live, but not living. And that day never comes. Before that day comes, death. A Buddha is awake even while he is asleep. He does not dream. When desires disappear, dreams disappear too. Dreams are desires translated into the language of sleep. A Buddha sleeps with absolute alertness. The light goes on burning within him. The body needs rest. Hence the body sleeps, but he needs no rest. The energy is inexhaustible. There, at the center of his being, a small light goes on burning. The whole circumference is fast asleep, but that light is alert, awake. We are asleep even while we are awake. He is awake even while he is asleep. Okay, that is the sutra for you to reflect upon. Perhaps there are some messages in there that resonates with your situations and that you may find helpful. So yeah, this is all the messages that I have for you. And if you find this entertaining and if you enjoy my work, please hit like, subscribe, and comment down below. And share my videos. That would really help my channel out, just to get the messages out there to those who needs to hear it. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye. Hello! For those of you who have selected pile 3, this is your pile with Amazonite here, okay? There we go. Before you, you would see 4 piles here. Off to my far left, I have career and finance, followed by love, healing, and then spirituality, which is going to be about where you are in your spiritual journey for this remainder of August. Alright, so let's get started. I'm just going to move this up here to get that out the way. Each pile will have a Moonology Oracle deck here that's going to have the general theme for each sector, followed by this 3 tarot card decks that's going to clarify and also give us more specific details into the situation. All right, so moving on with career and finance, we have don't let your past hold you back with the South Node. So I feel like for this remainder of August, you are going to push yourself. You are going to push your boundaries and to overcome that obstacles or that fear that you have of your past, of betrayal, of whatever it may be, okay, disappointments, failures, or I feel like some of you who have owned like businesses or have done partnerships with people in the past, okay, there has been some form of like a betrayal, backstabbing, and stealing of one's ideas and or resources, or something within the business that just kind of like, because the partner, the business partner, had did some kind of like a scam or conning or very underhanded manipulation in ways that kind of overtook the company or did something just to dismantle the foundation, I guess, in a way. Because I see a pie and stealing a piece of a pie or something like that. Sorry, I almost cussed. But yeah, but that's only for a very specific of you, because it's very specific with that. But whatever it may be, if you're not a business owner, you're just working a 9 to 5, or you're working for a company, you know, and I feel like some of you may have been in different career paths, okay, in the past, or taken up like different jobs and kind of exploring like what it is that you really want to do with your life. That's what I feel here for this pile, that there are some form of anxiety, okay, that also comes with that as well, that you have developed and formed over the years as a result of things falling through for you and not working out. And so each and every time that you start something new, it kind of sits in the back of your mind thinking like, oh, is it going to end up like the last time, okay? But the answer here is no. I have the feeling that it might not be the same, obviously, because this is like brand new energy. You know, you are in a better space now than you were before. You had more skills, you've committed mistakes probably in the past, and you've learned from that mistakes, and so you kind of refined and improved on your skills of discerning a situation and or people, and also know how to decipher what is good for you and what is not, and who's good for you and who's not, and things along that line, right? So I feel like you guys may have that problem, okay, like just a smidge of it, where you guys, regardless of those fears, I feel like you guys are trying to like pull yourself forward, okay, despite the baggages, and Spirit is proud of you for doing so, and they see your hard work, and yeah, they're just cheering for you here. I'm seeing like they're cheering for you to go on, to move forward. You know, you got what it takes to be successful, and just don't let your past hold you back when it comes to your disappointments in your career. All right, that's the message here for the remainder of August. And then we have the 3 of Cups. So with this 3 of Cups, there may be some form of celebration, okay, or clarity into a certain situation that calls for a celebration, or the coming of together of friends and family, co-workers. If you are working, I don't know why, but it's just like an office setting, or if it's not an office setting, it's just something, I don't, KFC, maybe some of you work for KFC, you know, or like is a manager at KFC or something like that. I don't know. Maybe either that, or I'm just like really hungry. I want some crispy chickens right now, and mashed potatoes sounds good, and biscuits. I hate the coleslaw though. I just don't like vegetable. I'm sorry. But anyway, I'm rambling. So yeah, with this Three of Cups here, I see a lot of ambition, a lot of promises of success, and it's coming to you. That energy is coming to you. It's not already, like, I'm sure you're sensing it around the corner. You know how sometimes like you're sensing the energy of this abundance and this enthusiasm, excitement of something new. You just kind of feel, you can sense it, you can feel it, that's coming, but you just can't see it right now because it have not yet manifested. But I feel like it will be soon. Okay, for those of you at work, there may be some form of like a celebration, or maybe it's a farewell party for you. Okay, and I'm not in a bad way. It could be like you guys have perhaps you're going or switching from different departments to go work in another department within the organization, and so they're like having this farewell party for you. Okay, and wishing you the best of luck and success in your endeavor in this new department that you're going to work for. But yeah, that's just an example. It doesn't have to be like you're working at a company, or you know, switching departments. It could be like some kind of like a hire, or a welcoming of a new hire, you know, employment member. Because I feel like perhaps maybe this organization, company that you work for, they are they have camaraderie within the office, within their employees, and everyone is just like working together and just trying to bring, I guess the culture of the company is like just trying to be that family, okay, to have that family culture within the organization, like where everyone is just like getting along, happy, friendly, and just, you know, helpful, helping each other out. And yeah, so a lot of support, that kind of stuff here, that type of energy that I'm feeling in your career sector. Perhaps you guys are already working in that type of environment and at your workplace, or if not, if this is some new hire or something that you're about to start new, the culture may very well have that type of energy going on there. Okay, and so here we have the Magician with this hand. Somehow, I don't know why, what it is about this is that the hand is like very in my face. It's kind of like, it reminds me of a stop. Okay, like the hand is saying stop, put that brake on. Okay, and yeah, kind of like a keeping you in check type of stuff here. Okay, so when it comes to your finance, you're trying to manifest this success, this celebration, okay, with whatever you do, whatever career field that you're in. It doesn't matter. All right, it could be a blue collar, white collar, it could be, you know, just working in retail, or just something, or like just working on your hobbies, you know, that would eventually lead to something big and sustainable. But with this, the hand and the color of the hand too is like, it reminds me of maybe it's your spirit teams that is going to like, that is protecting you and overseeing your actions and every moves that you do, and they're going to like send you intuitive downloads, messages to you, okay, during this time of manifestation. And so the black coloration of the hand tells me that, you know, they're protecting you, you know, because of the color. The black is like reminds me of transmuting, also energy, an energy of transmutation, and also an energy of protection, enshrouding you with that protection, surrounding you with protection. And there's like this fire here. I feel like some of you guys, your spirit teams are of a fire sign, or has this very fiery, passionate side to them, about them. Kind of like, you know, if you come close to my person, I'm gonna give you these hands right here, right? Yeah, that's just what it just reminds me of. They're very, very powerful people, and they're quick to jump and intervene on your behalf if they see that anyone should try to take advantage of you. Okay, that's the energy that I'm feeling here. And I see also the peace lily here. I've never noticed that before with the peace lily. And then I see also right here at the end, I'm sure that, you know, it's the inner, what do you call this, pollen or something. What do we call this? There's the name for it. A part of the pollen to the flowers, okay, that helps to pollinate the seeds or something or other. I don't know, the male part, perhaps maybe it's the male part of the flowers. I forgot what they're called. I used to know what they're called, but now I just like completely forgot. But yeah, I noticed that the peace lily here, okay. And also this right here, it reminds me a lot of, like going like really close right here where it dangles, and it looks like this part of the peace lily here, but this doesn't have like a petal around it. So with just that, it just reminds me of like a rattlesnake tail, a tail of a rattlesnake. That's what it reminds me of. And then, oh my god, I just like literally noticed this. Oh my goodness, this is a snake. It's a freaking snake right here. Okay, so you see this tail here? I have never noticed this before. So you see this tail here that I said that reminded me of a rattlesnake, and then yet like let me see here, right here is like a petal, what it looks to be like a petal of the peace lily, and then you would see the pupil right here, okay, like right here. It's like a pupil of a snake or of a cat, but in this case I would say it's a snake because of that rattlesnake like tail. And if you really look, there's like these fangs right here up top and bottom, and over here is like an opening of a mouth, like a snake's head, okay, opening, and it's like right behind the hand. The hand is like up, and the snake is right behind the hand with its mouth wide open and its tail dangling in the air there, right? So yeah, definitely your spirit teams have your back, okay, is in full protection mode of you against any snakes, any people who are like sneaky energy coming, trying to take advantage of you at work, or stealing your ideas, or doing stuff to slander your name or cause any misunderstandings at all between you and other people at work, okay? So I feel like for this remainder part of August, in your workplace, if you are working, there are someone amidst you, okay, that you may be having haters amongst you that act as if that they're your friends, you know, but really they're down low hating on you, or is jealous of you, or is plotting against you. And so your spirit team, they have like this third eye, all-seeing eye, okay? So they know, they see what's going on, they see what's happening, and so they put their hands up and they're blocking you, and between you and this other person, all right? And I'm sure that they have already contacted you or messaged you, or, you know, sending you messages and downloads of who this person might be. And I feel like you already kind of know and have suspicions of who this is because of their shady behavior and activities and attitudes when they are around you, you know. I hear like gossip, I hear like, you know, like people gossiping, chattering behind closed doors, and just a lot of things being exchanged and said here. And so yeah, your spirit teams are are working on that and are protecting you, um, from that type of people and that type of energy. And not only that, they're also helping you to manifest, and they are also helping you to turn the tables around too, because this person, whoever they are, is trying to um, steal your spot, or steal your spotlight, your position, whatever you may have. Okay, your credibility or your reputation. I don't know. People do crazy stuff, right? Because they're jealous, they're envious, and this person might even try to copy you to a certain extent with the way you talk, you carry yourself, and how they interact with people. They kind of like wanting to imitate you, in a way. And at times people say, it's flattering or whatnot, but then this is like a whole nother level. This is like a pit viper, whole nother level with the rattlesnake. And you know how poisonous a rattlesnake is. It's deadly. All right, so this person, you have to be careful, and stay vigilant. Keep your eyes peeled, despite the fact that there's this Three of Cups, and it's all the reason for this person to be hating on you. Okay, so you got good things coming your way. Don't let your past hold you back. This person, I feel like perhaps maybe they know your weakness, and so they're going to like attack you at that angle. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, just be weary of your surroundings and who you have around you. Okay. Yeah. And now with this, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. So yes, this is like a confirmation. Okay, so if it was upright like this, most definitely there is someone, and there still is. Okay, now this person, the reason why this is in reverse when it comes to your work environment here is because your spirit teams, as I was saying, okay, your spirit teams have blocked this person, and whatever they were trying to do and their plots against you fell through. It did not work. It backfired, and so this is in reverse. And I feel like this person, okay, there might be someone in your workplace that's going to be let go and fired, and sometimes you might not even be aware of the fact of what is going on behind closed doors. It could be larger, but at your workplace, they keep things professional, and whatever it is that goes on, they kind of like keep it under wraps. So perhaps maybe all you will ever see is this person packing their belongings to go. Okay, they're not going to be at that company or organization working alongside you anymore. Or maybe there will be some things that, like I said, a turn of tables. Okay, they may come up to you, confront you, or try to pull some shady things, okay, like a wool over your eyes, and set you up in that way. But so a turn of event is going to happen, and this person will get caught, and you will have the upper hand, and the supervisors is going to know what's up, and eventually this person will be let go. All right, or they would, you know what, because this person is so freaking shady, I also have the impression and also have picked up on this energy of like, it's not just them trying to set you up, but then they also, apart from you, like have done some other crazy shit in addition to what they are trying to do to you too, like say stealing from the company and doing things that they're not supposed to do, okay, within the company, that's against company policy. And so they the supervisors have been keeping tabs and monitoring on them, and so they kind of like already know what's up. And so even though right now you feel like, oh, the supervisors are really lax about it, they're not really doing anything, but trust and believe behind closed doors, the supervisors are gathering information, and as much information as they can on this person to collect data on them for reasons, for their termination, because obviously they can't just be like, oh, you're fired. For what? If this person wants to know for what, and then they would have all those compiled evidence, against them. So yeah. So in terms of work, I feel like a lot of tension here, and I feel like you, because for some of you, because of that, you know, um, drama at the workplace, sometimes you sense it and you don't necessarily enjoy going to your workplace anymore, I feel. Yeah, but the energy is going to get lighter, and there will be something to, celebration for. Or perhaps, this person could be let go, and that's reasons to celebrate, because shit, nobody likes them. And once they're out, and people are happy, everyone gets along, harmony, once again, within the environment of the workplace, okay? So that's just energy that I'm getting there. And let's see. I feel like I forgot something. Like I should mention something, but it just slipped my mind. Let's move on to love here. Let's see what's in store for you with love. Show the world the real you with the full moon in Aquarius in reverse. So I feel like you guys, have come out of your shell a lot, like in terms of like expressing your emotions more, and just being more vocal about how you feel about a particular situation or circumstances that are happening in your life, with regards to your emotions, your relationships, be it love or between family members, okay, or between your children, if you have children. You're really working on yourself to be more expressive, okay? Because I feel like some of you might, you feel a lot, but at the same time, it's like I feel like you guys have this stoicness about you. Could be your resting face, okay? That gives you that intimidating effect. Okay, like you're upset or you're mad, angry at the world, but you tend to. I feel like you tend to keep a lot in within yourself rather than expressing it. And when you do express it, sometimes it tends to come out like very, very emotionally charged. And angry, and then it kind of elicits this negative reaction from people, okay? So I feel with this, show the world the real you, I feel, and it's in reverse, like you're coming out to show your vulnerable side to your loved ones, to the people that are close to you, to people who you care or love you, okay? And with the Five of Cups, with this Five of Cups, in the past, you have gone through a lot of heartaches, a lot of hurt, of course. And there's a lot of things within your shadow, the shadow aspects of you that you have to work through, that you have to sift through and work out. And sometimes these old memories, comes back to haunt you. Not as often as it used to, but once in a blue moon or something like that, you will feel this nostalgic feeling of sadness, of, I don't know, it's just this very overcoming feeling, like very overwhelming feeling of sadness, okay, all of a sudden. And it could be triggered by movies you watch, or just the energy of the day could affect you, because you are a very highly sensitive individual. And I feel like with the show the world the real you in reverse, you're okay now to show your tears and to cry in front of people, because in the past, whatever has happened to you, I feel like you've always kept to yourself, or if you need to cry, you would go into a room or somewhere isolated where it's just you and just, cry. Or even then, when you're alone, you don't even want to cry, but then it just comes out, okay? But a lot of times when you do cry, it's always when you're by yourself. But now it's like perhaps you have worked on yourself so much so with opening your heart chakra and unblocking those heart chakras that you're crying, and now you've never have been this way, okay? But when you're watching a movie and when they have that sad part, okay, in the movie where people cry, or there's like a sad story that was being told, or you know, and then you feel that, you feel that, and then you just well up and you just start tearing up, and you don't even intend to cry like that, because I feel like you're the type that's not like a crybaby, all right? You're the kind, perhaps maybe it's because of the environment in which you grew up in. Maybe you grew up in a household that has a lot of masculine energy in it, okay? You might not be have a lot of male influences in there, could be just like female, but they could have like strong masculine presence and energy about them, okay? I feel like you guys come from a strong line of women who are very strong, okay? Both like physically, emotionally, and mentally as well. They're like, like they can easily show up a man, that type of woman, okay? Kind of gives me the energy of a tiger woman, or a woman born in the year of a tiger, because they're like a go-getter. They're what is it called? The woman born in the year of a tiger. They tend to like, they don't back down, okay, and they don't give up, and they don't mind putting in the elbow grease and working hard for a better life. They're very much self-sustaining, independent, and they take care of their own, and they take care of themselves, okay? And so they're strong in that respect. And I feel like you come from a long line of strong women, in your family that carries a lot of masculine energies and traits, which is why I feel like some of you it might be hard for you to show your expression in that way and cry in front of people. But now I feel like, because of this work that you have done on yourself, and it kind of unblock those blockages, chipping away at those blockages in your heart chakra, which is why if you hear sad songs, love stories, or whatever, you tend to get emotional real quick, and you tend to like cry, okay? And you're like, I don't even know why I'm crying. Normally I'm not like this, okay? So yeah. So when it comes to love, with the Seven of Pentacles, it's growing, okay? Whatever the love that you're desiring, that you're waiting on, that you're waiting for, that you're manifesting, it's manifesting itself. It's growing, okay? See? So it's growing as a result of you working on your inner selves, on loving yourself, on expressing yourself, on showing people your vulnerable side, so that other people can really get to know who you really are on the inside. Like, as I said before, with that resting face of yours, if it fits, right? Or there's something about your persona, or your demeanor, and how you carry yourself is very serious, with a serious tone, and very stoic in nature. All right, you seem to have your poker face down pat here, and so it just allows for people to see that other side of you, other than that stoic side of you, okay? And so doing, you attract people, you attract suitors, you attract friends that resonates with your true self, rather than attract people who are only attracted to your facade, with a mask that you put on towards the external world, like in the past, okay? And those people, you feel like you're not, they're friends or acquaintances, and you hang out from time to time, but you always feel like they're not close enough, okay? They're close, and that you can chill and kick it with them, but then they're not close enough. And these friends, or even with family members, okay, you can feel like you're out of place, you don't belong, and it's because you don't show yourself, you don't express yourself fully and completely, and so they don't know how to relate to you. Because I feel like some of these people, they don't really know who you really are, actually, and they're wondering about that, but then they're afraid to ask or pry, or to try to you know, um, so they just kind of kept things at surface level, and so that's that barrier there that you're feeling. But with this, okay, this expression and being more vocal and communicative of your feelings and showing your emotions a lot more to people so that they know how you really feel, and just kind of along the line of say what you mean and mean what you say, so you're kind of growing this love, this abundance. Okay, it's coming in for you right now. All right, and then we have this Two of Cups here. It could be love relationships or just regular partnership or business partnership, but because it falls under love, it could be, yeah, so basically just like new romantic partners coming in, okay, as a result of you working on your heart chakras, on unblocking those aspects of yourself. And so in turn, by working on yourself and doing the work, you're sending messages to the universe, telling the universe that you're ready, and so the universe is going to send you this person, okay, so you can start a new chapter in your life with your love story. So yeah, so all of this is going to be in the following weeks coming. And for healing, it's time for healing. We have time for healing for this card here. So yeah, you are healing, in the process of healing your heart, healing your insecurities, your confidence, your level of confidence, your self-esteem, everything. It's like a whole, if you were a house, it's like a whole home renovation type of ordeal here, where you're just like purging and you're constantly working, consistently working. It might not be like with leaps and bounds here, but it's just gradual baby steps, a little bit here, a little bit there, and it just snowballs and it adds up, as you go along, okay, through the weeks, through the months, through the years, okay, because I feel that this is a lot of work, and you've been working on this for like the longest time here, years even, and whatever it is that is of like mental blockages, it just stays with us for well into the next lifetime, okay, if we don't finish it in this lifetime, if we don't heal ourselves, if we don't address it in this lifetime, it will stick with us all the way through to the next lifetime, okay, all right, like for instance, with the past lives, past lives karma, of what is our past lives karma that is blocking our our path right now to reach that purpose, to reach our soul purpose. So it's kind of like that with each life. They say we reincarnate, if you believe in reincarnation, to learn on earth, or in religions like Buddhism and things like that, is to come to earth to repay our, like to repent, or pay the debts of our sins, of our karma, okay, to pay our karma or something like that, along that line. And sorry, I'm just feeling really uncomfortable right now. So it's, yeah, we come to earth to pay the debts of our karma, and whatever debts that is still left unpaid in the previous life, it gets carried over to this present life, which comes in the form of challenges and obstacles that we have to still learn and pass in order to get to the next level, all right? So yeah, so here's the star. So you have been doing a lot of spiritual work, okay? I feel like you guys are, Scorpios, Pisces here, okay, I feel like they're like very, very intuitive and psychic and just mind readers, I feel. And perhaps maybe you guys, as I said before, like feeling misplaced and, misunderstood and not connected to people, even though you're close to them, but you're, and the other person might hold the perception of like, oh, we close, we grew up together, I know this about you, I know that about you, and our family are close, and so they think that they're close to you, they think that they know you fully and completely, but then As for you, you don't feel that closeness that they feel towards you. There's always this barrier. And I feel like you feel as though you have reincarnated in the wrong era, wrong time period. And sometimes I feel like you yearn for home, but sometimes you feel as though like you don't know where home is. And I feel like you like to look at the stars here with this illustration, with the star card. You like to look up the stars. You like to look up at the moon. I feel very connected with the moon, and the changes of the phases of the moon kind of piques your intuition that much more. All right, you're more intuitive when it comes, or like your psychic abilities heighten when it's around the time of the full moon, or the changes in the moon's phases. But yeah, you have ties to the moon, and you have ties to water. Obviously you're a Scorpio and water sign, but you just love to be around a body of water, or around like the sun, like the lights of the moon. You just enjoy watching the sky, okay, the night sky, at the stars, and wondering like what it's like to be up there. And for some, I feel like you may even ever since a child wish or had dream of like wanting to fly, you know, not like fly in an airplane, but actually fly like a bird, you know. Something about the sky, like you just want to get close to the sky, all right, and just yes. So the High Priestess, yeah, you're very psychic, very intuitive, very wise for your age. Okay, you've always been wise for your age, regardless of how old you are now. So you're doing a lot of ritual work here, a lot of spell work, a lot of candle magic, meditation. Yeah, you're just like really heavily into this, into spirituality, spiritual work. The Star, and we have the Star card twice here, which is like, yeah, definitely you are of like a an indigo child who comes to mind. You've had other lifetimes on different planets, I feel like, which is the reason why you're so drawn, and you have so much attachments to the stars and the galaxies, and you find the occult knowledge to be so intriguing. It's because you have remnants of your past lives that's still harboring within you, and you remember that, and it brings you a sense of comfort. So yeah, you are healing yourself when it comes to spiritually. You're healing, you know. I feel like you guys get drained very easily as well. Conclusions are within reach when it comes to your spiritual journey here. This is the general theme. Conclusions are within reach. So you are coming really, really close to the end of a cycle, of this cycle. And you're doing a lot of work, which helps to speed up the process. With the Queen of Swords here, as I was saying before, you're more expressive of your feelings, of your wants and your needs, and you're coming from a place of strategizing, and also you're also coming from a place of like, how should I say this, you're just releasing it all, okay? You're just tired of holding on, okay, holding on and clinging and clutching, and it's just, in the end, it's hurting you more than anybody else. And so it's to that point where you're like, I need to release this. And so that's exactly what you're doing here. It's the energy that I'm getting here, all right? And yeah, you see how from my angle, when I'm looking at it, these two cards, this looks up at the sky, and then here she also seemed to look up at the sky, and then if you really look at the expression in her eyes, it's like she's yearning. Okay, there's like sadness and nostalgia and just like, I'm so sick and tired of this, I want to go back home, please take me back home. Okay, wherever home is, I don't know, but I just want to go home, like this homesickness type of energy here. So whatever it is, in the end, your spiritual journey here, you're going to come to this sense of closure of like, okay, so it's going to dawn on you. It's going to be a realization, an epiphany as you're working through all of these emotions that you're feeling. You're going to come to this realization that home is within you. That's going to be the conclusion, okay, that you're going to come to. Towards the end of August, you're wrapping it up and you're entering into the month of September. And you're going to start on a fresh new energy, which I already see here. Whoever this is, Seven of Swords, is out of the picture. They will be out of the picture if they have not yet already are. And you're going to have new love coming in, okay? The people I feel around you, you know, I mean, they are your soul tribes. They love you, they care for you. But then again, I said, you know, there's something within you that is causing that barrier. And, you know, people, they like you, okay, and they love you and they're genuine. But sorry about that interruption. My dad called in. So all kinds of interruptions. I'm sorry. So yeah, I mean, the thing that you're going to come to realize is that home is within yourself, okay? Home is what you make of in your environment. If you know, like, let's say you have a room, okay, for example, your room, you can make it into the atmosphere that you want it to be by adorning it with different decors that suits your personality or your eclectic sense of style. And in that, you know, you're already feeling at home. Or just like meditating and being in contact with your spirit teams and working with them. Or even, I feel like you guys are also doing tarots as well, and you enjoy doing tarots because it kind of brings you that sense of comfort and that sense of like you're speaking to a friend, okay? I know, as strange as it sounds, but it could be like your spirit teams and your angels are communicating with you, and you know that, and you can sense their presence, and it's like they're there surrounding you and protecting you, and they've always been there. And that in itself makes you feel comforted and like you are at home, okay? So home is where the heart is and where you feel at ease and most comfortable in. The energy that you surround yourself with. Then we have the Pentacles. When it comes to so yeah, you're juggling, you're balancing. I feel like you're going to be a master of yourself in how you, be a master of yourself in balancing yourself from within, okay? You will gain this sense of mastery of balancing your energies between the feminine and masculine energy. That's the journey, the spiritual journey. And right now you're working on it, but by the end of it all, you're going to master this aspect of yourself, I feel. And also master your ability to communicate effectively with people and clearly, so that they understand you, so that they don't get any mixed messages, all right? Because I feel like some of you, when you communicate, you tend to be too wordy, and you tend to go off on a tangent and then make your way around again back to making your point. And sometimes you might not even come back around to making the point. You just like venture off to something else. I don't know, and that can be confusing to people. But that's only for some of you, very specific. Not everyone who communicates like that. Some of you may very well be very articulate when it comes to your communication and how you express your feelings towards others. And with this page of Pentacles is something new, okay? Something new is coming up, and you're trying to balance all of that, you know, between the wrapping up of the old energies and the preparing for this new energy to come and embracing it, okay? And you're just trying to bring everything into completion here, and going into September 4th. So this is a very nice reading. I'm so glad, all right? Especially with the Seven of Swords here, okay? Like, your spirit guides means business. They're like, get the fuck out of here before you get pimp slapped. So here with the sutra, what messages or sutra does your spirit team want you to reflect upon? If you cannot quieten yourself, what will you ever learn? How will you become free? Okay? And look at the photograph, and look at this hand, okay, which is like so much resembling this hand right here. Okay, see? Oh my God, that is, I don't know. If you don't call that synchronicity, I don't know what that is. I mean, it's just crazy. All learning happens through meditation. It does not happen through study. That is accumulation of information. It is not learning. Always be alert about borrowed knowledge. Howsoever precious it appears, it is all false, pseudo for you. It is true for Buddha, true for Jesus, true for Krishna, but not for you. Buddha has scriptures available. He could have learned the Gita so absolutely that he would have been able to repeat it just from memory. But then he would have missed Buddhahood. In Jesus' time, the Old Testament was available. But Jesus tried to find out the truth for himself. This is something very essential to understand. Truth has to be found by oneself. It is only by experiencing truth on your own that freedom happens. Freedom is the fragrance of the experience of truth. Okay? That is the explanation for the sutra, and so yeah, I will end that here with that message there, and I hope whatever it is that's in the message here you can take from and apply it to your life, and to serve as a reminder to you know, have some form of grounding and reflection in your day-to-day life when you question certain things in life, okay? And meditate. Meditation is key to enlightenment, is key to wisdom, is key to finding yourself, okay? Which I feel that you guys will be doing, like the spiritual journey for you guys for this month is more like finding yourself, going within and looking within and sorting out all the emotions that are like bundled in there from all those years that have been accumulated. Okay, so this is what I have. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. I hope that it was entertaining. I hope that you find that this messages are helpful for you in your situation, circumstances, and yeah, if you like this video, if you like my work, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Share the videos, get the word out there, get the messages out there to people who may find this helpful in their situations. So yeah, with that being said, I wish you have a great day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.